is right. I am the golden one. I am Ricky Goldman. This right here is the channel for royalty. It is the channel where explosions happen. It's the People's Wrestling Channel. And this is, as you sit there and you check out that description, this is the 2022 Crown Jewel review. So then again, the description, certainly, definitely check it out. I thought Crown Jewel was good. Unfortunately, I don't think it had the usual kind of WrestleMania feel it does. This is kind of like the Saudi Mania. It's good that it's on a good time to watch in the UK. You're not sitting up till 4 a.m. to watch. You're not mind staying up till 4 a.m. to watch pay-per-views, but it's good that it's on early. So let's go into the first match, which was Brock Lesnar in a battle with Bobby Lashley. So we kicked off in a big way, in a huge way. This match actually didn't last long. This was a fairly quick match. And as always, I'm going to read out notes. So you had Brock make his entrance. Lashley went out after him. He wasn't waiting around. He hit a couple of spears right away. Then he hits a third one outside through the barricade, sending Brock through it into the ring. It's another spear, so 4 spears, but Brock Lesnar kicks out. Brock Lesnar getting in control, few German suplexes, followed by an F5. Lesnar looks for another spear. Brock picks him up to F5 him again, but Bobby fights out. Spinebuster. He hooks on the hook lock. Lesnar fights out of it. Kind of falls onto Bobby, pinning him and getting the win. So your winner, Brock Lesnar. This I don't think made any sense at all. Didn't really help out either guy. Brock's not going to be there. Brock's I would imagine going to be maybe in the Rumble. Lashley's there every single week, so I certainly would have given the win to him. And that dominating Lashley could have easily, you could have him easily going after Reigns at Royal Rumble. Anyway, on to the next match, and it was for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles, a rematch from Monday Night Raw. The champions, Alexa Bliss and Asuka, taking on the challengers, Dakota Kai, Io Sky, Damage Control. This was actually a decent match. Again, I'm going to be reading notes. So bell rings. Alexa goes after Io. Asuka tags in. You see a couple of double team moves from the champions. It didn't last long as the challengers came back into this. Alexa Black comes in. She takes out Damage Control. We see a double suplex from the top rope. All the women are down. Asuka then battles Dakota. Dakota then Alexa goes for the Twisted Bliss, hits it, but Dakota has the knees up, so just didn't get the win here. Asuka and Io are fighting outside the ring. Alexa on the top rope, and who's there? Nikki Cross, DDT. Dakota covers Alexa and new and two-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Damage Control. So I think this is great. Damage Control have had a really good push since coming up to the main roster, debuting at SummerSlam, winning at Clash of the Castle. Now this, a winning Saudi. You've also got kind of a clear path that Nikki's heel, going after Alexa. Alexa was Nikki's past, so they're going to do something with that. So I thought this was a good match. On to the next one, and it was in a steel cage match. Drew McIntyre taking on, fighting his foe, Karrion Kross. This was also a decent match. So Karrion, right from the get-go, going after Drew, sending Drew headfirst into the steel cage. Drew then comes back into it, getting the upper hand. He sends him into the cage a couple of times. Cross then hits a running knee, 1-2, but a kick out from Drew. Karrion then hooks in the straight jacket, followed by the cross hammer. Goes to open the cage, but Cross looks to escape from the cage, from the top, over the top, but Drew's back up, and a superplex from the top, from Drew onto Cross. Drew calls for the door to be opened, but there is Scarlett again spraying fit mace into Drew's face. So Drew's like all kind of confused. Cross tries to escape, ankle lock onto Cross. Drew drags him back in the ring. Scarlett then locks the door. Drew comes over the top. She's scrambling, trying to get Karrion out, but it was too late because he did it. He won. Drew McIntyre. I think this was a much needed win for Drew. I probably would have had Karrion win, I think, but he didn't lose by pinfall or submission, so therefore they probably could get a third match out of this. And yeah, he didn't lose by pinfall or submission. So on to the next one, which was give me 1 second, guys. Which was the OC standing across the ring against the Judgment Day. This was another decent match. Didn't actually last that long. I think all these matches were kind of just rushing. But you had Luke Gallows and Damian Priest begin the match. They thought Styles tags in for his team, while Finn tags in for his team. They're fighting, they're battling. Dominic quickly tags in, but then back out as Damien comes back in. Double team moves from Priest and Balor. Carl Anderson and Priest then battle. They fight it out. Judgment Day was certainly in control, but Anderson turns it around. Spinebuster delivered to Damian Priest. Luke tags in, clears house, and then go for the Magic Killer, but they didn't hit it. They get stopped. Balor's back in, Finn's back in, they're fighting. Finn looked to make AJ tap, but it got broken up. Damian dominated quickly. In, but then they get taken out. A superplex from the top rope, and everyone's down, everyone's laid out. Styles is going to go for the funnel forearm. Rhea Ripley stops him, kind of makes his head smash into the ring apron. Finn Balor takes advantage. Coup de grace, and a 1-2-3 later means that, excuse me, your winners were the Judgment Day. Okay, I would have had the OC wins. You kind of just brought back the club just to lose. Again, not doing anything with AJ Styles. The Judgment Day are over and they are good heels, but I really would have had the OC win. Now, does this lead to another match at Survivor Series? But we'll get to that later on, because now is a time that you ventured out. You went out, you bought one of my t-shirts, you went to my store, you purchased every single one. And these are them. Easy, simple, isn't it? Just a click away. Done in seconds. You can purchase every one of my t-shirts. Goldman's Pro Wrestling Tees. Pro Wrestling Tees, Goldman's. That again, get it into your head. Pro Wrestling Tees, gold. Man's. Because once you realise I'm golden, your life will improve. As we go into the next match, this show didn't improve, but give me a second. So it was Giant versus Monster. It was almost standing across the ring, eye to eye with Braun Strowman. This was okay, almost was okay, and he actually dominated most of this match. Give me a second. Both men go at it. They start out with a test of strength, almost, and it actually leads to almost taking over and, like I say, gaining a bit of control. Braun looked to slam almost, but it was almost taken over and hit 2 slams of his own, followed by a running power slam. This didn't keep Braun down. He threw almost out the ring, back in. Braun gets knocked down. He's going to go for almost going to go for a big splash, but Braun turns it around, hits a running power slam, covers the bigger man, and of course, Braun Strowman can call himself the winner. Okay, you certainly could have Braun go after Reigns at the Rumble. Why not? He's had a good push since coming back. Up next, a championship match, and it was for the WWE Undisputed Tag Team titles. We the ones, the Usos, taking on Butch and Ridge Holland, the Brawling Brutes, defending those titles. This was also an alright match. So, 475 days Usos stand at. Just a matter of just over a week, 8 days, just over a week of breaking the record of being the longest reigning tag team champions of all time, the greatest tag team champions of all time. Like I said, we the ones. So the Usos looking to leave and said, we don't need this match, so we're going to walk out. Butch stopped them, brought them back into the Usos back into the ring. The bell rang. The match went ahead. Jimmy and Butch then take on each other until Ridge Holland tags in, hitting 10 beats of the barrowing on Jey Uso. Jimmy looked to get involved, but he stomped on his hand on the steel steps, sending a clear message. Usos took out Sheamus. You don't do that to Sheamus. Butch back in. Jimmy Uso back in as both Usos hit the double splash. Butch then tries to break Jay's fingers. Ridge tagged in. White noise. 1-2. Kick out. Butch went for the cover. Jimmy breaks it up. Butch goes to the top rope. A top rope 1D, and you already know what happened. Because it was easy as that. Still, your undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, the Usos. On to the next one, and the next match was actually good. I actually enjoyed it, and it was the last woman standing match for the Raw Women's Championship. Bianca Belair put her title on the line, her title up for grabs against her challenger, Bayley. And like I said, this was actually good. This went the distance, very much storytelling. I think they went with the wrong winner, but so written and roll lots of notes in this one. So bear with me and read the notes just so I don't forget. So Bayley went after Belair, looking for very quick, very easy win. She's back up, hitting multiple slams on Bayley. Bayley then grabs a kendo stick, a steel chair, and a ladder from under the ring. She plans to use those. Belair then tried to slam Bayley onto the steel steps outside the ring. Bayley escapes. Lucky there. Then Bayley puts Bianca sat down onto a steel chair, and clotheslines, runs off the barricade, hits a clothesline. I thought that was very good. Then she gets to bring the table into the match. Champion suplexes Bayley onto the ramp. It didn't keep Bayley down as she got up and slammed the metal part of the barricade, kind of opened it and slammed it into Bianca's face. And back in the ring, Bayley uses a steel chair. very inventive, this match. Bianca fell outside the ring. She put Bailey put Bianca behind them and kind of pushed the steps, and then put the ladder on top so she couldn't escape. And smacking the steps with a kendo stick and stay down. Bailey throws one of the steel steps at Bailey, but just about misses her. Bailey runs away. Bianca Belair is back up, uses a kendo stick onto Bailey. Bailey then hits a Bailey to belly on the ramp, at the top of the ramp. Bailey then puts Bianca into an equipment case, but she escapes. She pushes a case into Bailey. Bailey narrowly moves. It's a KOD. Goes for the KOD. Bailey puts her into the crossface, but Bianca fights out. Bailey back up. Bailey has got a golf cart. They're battling, they're fighting onto the roof. Bianca drives it to ringside. Throws a load of steel chairs on the ring. Slams Bailey onto them. It's a 450. Bailey moves as Bianca smashes into the chairs. Bailey with a steel chair, but Bianca hits a KOD. Then puts Bailey into the ladder. Puts the ladder under the bottom turnbuckle so she couldn't escape. And, well, this happened. Still your Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. I really would have had Bailey win. I think as the leader of Damage Control, she needs to win. Like I said about Extreme Rules, you could have had Bianca lose without being pinned or made to submit. I think this was a good way to take the title off her. I'm not going to graphic for it, but we had Bray Wyatt come out, cut a promo. Cool, but it felt a little bit pointless to me. Now, before we go into the epic God Mode main event, you need to acknowledge this. And you need to acknowledge the fact that my Facebook, my Twitter is the elite, is the best. And this right here tells you it all. And there it is. And me, follow me, do all of that as we go into the main event, which was, you already know, but it was for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. The head of the table, the tribal chief Roman Reigns, taking on the YouTube star, allowing him to come to the island of Revelation, and that is Logan Paul. First of all, I would say that Logan Paul is an incredible athlete. All of his matches, he's had matches against the Mysterios at WrestleMania, his match against the Miz at SummerSlam, and then tonight, all thoroughly impressed me. So again, I'm going to read some notes. So both men tie up. Logan takes Reigns down, then vice versa. Reigns takes Logan down. Roman's walking around the ring, dragging it out. You know, this match really told me that Logan just isn't ready to that severe, intense heating. Saudi and taking on somebody like Reigns and big match, and it's all of this. So dragging it out. Back in, he takes Logan down with a suplex. 1-2. Look, try to end it early, but didn't get it done. Logan then hip tosses Roman. So he brought the fight to the champ to Roman. Roman, they go outside the ring. Roman tosses Logan into the timekeeper's area. Back in the ring, clothesline. 1, 2, not 3, not just yet. Logan then leaps off the top rope into a right hand, awaiting by Roman. Reigns then puts Logan into a sleep hold, talks trash and says, bring KSI, bring Mr. Beast, bring all these YouTubers. I'm betting on them all. It'll be the last, like Reigns does, talks trash, one of the best. He has someone down, he's dominating them, he's smashing them, and he just talks trash and absolutely destroys them. Reigns has him in a camel clutch, back up. Logan then hits his version of a Superman punch, crossbody from the top rope, standing moonsault. 1, 2, not 3, not yet. Logan goes for the sweet chin music because Shawn Michaels. Oh, it started. God damn it! What have I told you about this? Stupid dumbass! I'll fire you. Make sure that is up properly next time. Pristine and cool and golden and tribal chief-like. Standing moonsault. 1, 2. Reigns kicks out. Sorry, no. Yeah, he's going for the switching music. Shawn Michaels trained Logan, but Reigns it's a Uragani, kind of his version of the rock bottom. Reigns then goes for a Superman punch, misses. Logan hits that one lucky shot, that one lucky punch he was looking for. Followed by another Superman punch, but luckily Roman Reigns kicked out. Logan then puts Reigns onto the announce table. Logan's friends are in the crowd. He grabs a phone and leaps off the top rope with phone in hand onto Roman on the awaiting announce table. People have said this is stupid. I think this is funny. I think this is good. It's going to get the views. All what this match was about. The Usos come out, beat up Logan's friends. Out comes Logan Paul. He knocks out both Usos. Look, Reigns back in the ring. Another frog splash from Logan. Didn't get it done. Now here comes Solo Sikoa. Logan dives onto the Usos. Back in the ring. Superman punch. Spear. 1, 2, 3. And what happened? Well, it happened. And you already know that hang on. 1 second. Still, your undisputed WWE Universal Champion on the road to 800 days, Roman Reigns. So no shock here, no cash in from Austin Theory. And yeah, I thought this was a good pay-per-view. I'm going to give it, I'll say 6 stars out of 10. It did its job. It made loads of money for WWE. Got a load of views for WWE. So why not? I've got no problem with it. Now, let's get to some promotion. I can get the hell out of here. Some hot babes. Yeah, I'll be there in a second. I'm just going to do this. Some hot babes are waiting, and champagne is on ice. So, P&P. Pancakes and Power Slams on the Wrestling Moon page every single Tuesday. Dr. Gustavson was about a wrestling subject. They also have their own page, and they're on YouTube, they're on Patreon, everything. Go and check them out. They're on Sports Key Gear. Go and check that out. Go and give it a like. Check out their YouTube. This week, Dr. Chris Featherstone did a Black Adam review. But on Sports Key Gear, he'll interview a wrestler. And this week it was Simon Dean. So go ahead and check that out. If you like your podcasts, the first one here is Damn Cast. And the second one here is In Time Wrestling Podcast. If you like your e-feds, then the first one here is TWF Network. The second one here is ASPW, so All Star Pro Wrestling Network. And last but never least, REW Raydog Extreme Wrestling. Billy does have his own protein teas, and you need to head over, buy a t-shirt, and support him. And that is here. So protein teas, Billy Ray Dog. If you like your promo-based e-feds, a couple here for you as always. The first one of which is PPA Promo Performance Alliance. They do have their own YouTube, and it's right there. And the second e-fed, you're really going to want to be a part of this. You're really missing out if you don't. And that is DWF, Degenerate Wrestling Federation. For those t-shirts, it is Pro Wrestling Tees Goldman's. Add me on Facebook, Ricky JP, and certainly indeed become a part of this. We just crowned a new champion for Crown Jewel, and that is the Battle Nation Championship WWE AEW Predictions League. Some big plans coming this year, end of this year, and massive plans coming next year, so become a part of it. Follow me on Twitter, RickTheRock30, where you'll find my link tree, RickyG34. But more importantly than that, the best damn blog to ever grace this planet, and it's right there, my blog, The Golden Blog. WWA World Wrestling Alliance on Facebook, give it a like. So month-long shout out to the DDs. It's simple. You simply like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Oh, like and subscribe. First reminder right there. And a second reminder right here. So, Protein Tea, Linktree, like and subscribe, Facebook, WWA, and indeed Twitter. So, another review done. Coming next week is a movie review. It was meant to be UBW review, so that is another movie review next week. And it was meant to be Unstoppable Wrestling review next Saturday, but the show has been postponed. So, that's it, really. But for now, it is Ricky Goldman